My dear friends, I welcome you to my channel this very moment with a heavy heart to inform you that majority of the Nigerians are not sensitive to the activities of Nigeria government with terrorists. And this have led to a lot of catastrophic and traumatic effect on people who are living in their own ancestral land, on how Fulani terrorists brutally goes against them, being colluded with Nigeria police and Nigeria soldiers and Tinubu to make sure that Islamization agenda is completed. So I want to tell you that the way it is happening now, if everybody decided to remain quiet like majority of you, I don't know where you will be. So what I'm saying this very moment supposed to be a serious concern to all of us, because as I'm looking at things, yet Nigeria is not disintegrated. And if you feel so, that it does not concern you, it's only happening in Enugu, it's only happening in Ozakole, it's only happening somewhere, maybe in Sokoto, maybe in Zamfara, or Kaduna, or Ondo State. So I think it is a big mistake from all of you who have decided to remain silent. Just watch. If not because that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got up and started lamenting, making it explicit, making it voluntary, exposing the agenda of Islamic jihadists in Nigeria. Tell me where some of you who are still breathing in and breathing out would have been today. But because you people neglected him and say, who is he to control Nigeria? And what does he have to offer Nigerians? And how can over 300 million Nigerians be succumbed to one man's voice? Don't forget, through one man, sin entered this world, and through one man, salvation entered this world. One dried firewood can consume a mighty forest. When it was happening in the north, Borno State, Madugri to be precise, when Fulani people started slaughtering Hausa people in their farmland like chickens, what happened? Hausas remained silent. They refused to say a word. They refused to fight for themselves. They refused to fight for their brothers and sisters that are being killed for no reason. Because the Hausa people believe that it's not in Kanu, it's happening. It's not in Sokoto, it is happening. It is not in Kaduna, it's happening. It's not in Plateau State, so nothing concerns them. Katsina is not among. Zamfara State is not there. So why should they fight the Fulanis? But they never knew that today it will be their turn. They will cry till their jaw removed. And the crying will not stop the agenda of Fulani extremists' agenda. So what will stop it is to guide your loins, tie your belt, wear your Wellington boot, or wear your military boot and let us go inside the bush, inside the forest. We know where they are living. We know where they are coming from. All right? Police and army and DSS, CID, FBI have denied that they don't know where the terrorists who are terrorizing Nigeria is coming from. The terrorists who are coming to kill Nigerians, they don't know where they are coming from. And of what use is to obscure light, a light that cannot see, does not want to be spared. Of what use is to keep Nigeria soldiers, Nigeria police, CID, and other security apparatus alive? Of what use? Let us dissolve Nigeria once. Since the security officers who supposed to secure and protect the properties and lives of the innocent citizens of Nigeria now denied with impunity that they don't know how comes about terrorists in Nigeria devastating everywhere. And Tinubu, you see, is a dead man. He decided to remain quiet and mute because he's a Muslim. And this is the first time in history Nigeria running election, Muslim to Muslim ticket. A Muslim, a president, a terrorist, a vice president of Nigeria, a terrorist. So what are we talking about? Is it not very obvious that Kashim Shettima is a terrorist? He found a terrorist. He sponsors terrorist. What are you saying with the body language of Tinubu concerning the death and setting ablaze of people's houses and properties and Fulanis harvesting people's crops, giving to their cows to be eaten and for their cows to grow fat for them in order for them to make money? But on the issue of killing innocent citizens of Nigeria, he remains silent. And I believe that this day that it has done on every Nigerian to understand that voice that have been lamenting 15 years ago and sounding tingling in your ears. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to know about it. You say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is mad. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is demented. And you people gave him all kinds of names. And today, everybody is coming to the realization that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the best thing that will ever happen to Nigerians. Because if all the Nigerians have gotten up the time that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started this gospel of salvation and try to look into what he's saying, is it true? This wouldn't have gotten to the point it is now. I'm telling you that every part of Nigeria is going into the hand of Fulani Mietiala terrorists for Nigeria as a whole to become Fulani land, Fulani country, Islamization, Sharia, and the land of no law, the land of no judiciary, land of no security. So where every individual, both the born and unborn, are vulnerable to carnivorous animals like Fulanis. I'm telling you, until you wake up, it will not stop. Crying and running from one IDP camp to another will not solve your problem because there's no place like home. They have displaced you. ID camp simply means internal displaced people. They have displaced you from your father's compound. They have removed you, and Fulanis rename your father's compound and now bring in their wives and their children, and they are now the owner of your father's compound. But that time, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking. What people were busy doing is sending soldiers, Fulani terrorist soldiers, and the police and DSS down to east to be killing Igbos. Now, it has reached you.